Hello YouTube, I'm VistaBoontu, and this is another episode of my Let's Play series on the Technic SSP mod pack for the old Minecraft version 1.2.5. Kind of ignore what I've got going here. This is just me trying out some of the wiring and such that I think IndustrialCraft, I think it was IndustrialCraft added, it might be BuildCraft. Either way, there were some textures that were missing with the Sphax PureBDCraft texture pack for this this mod pack, and so I've kind of been going through and pulling out the texture files from the actual original mod files and putting them into the texture pack so that they're not invisible in the game. Some of them are still invisible, like you'll see here crushed obsidian and obsidian dust also. So things like that, they won't show up. Yeah, and I've got the cheat thing turned on because I was testing that out. So I'll reset that quick here. But yeah, gates and lasers and some of the advanced pipes were not showing either. They were all invisible. So I think I've fixed up most of those things. You can see the crushed obsidian was still not working properly. But let me just clean this up quick so I can get rid of it. For anyone who doesn't know this, the diamond and gate basically lets you use or control connected equipment or connected wiring on your pipes or connected redstone nearby. Same with this is just a basic gate, and you make those using the lasers that, trying to think, yeah, I think it is BuildCraft that supplies these, but either way, these textures were all missing, and so I put them in, and it's actually in multiple places apparently. So you've got like these are your item textures, and you see they have like a texture on them. They're not like a flat color like you see out here, and that's because these ones here are the actual like in-game like block type of textures. Or sprites, I think. And so these ones are what the original texture pack actually provides. These ones here are me trying to make it a little bit more in line with how the Sphax PureBDCraft texture pack textures things. So I think that worked out pretty well. Not disappointed with it at all. Trying to think of what else I did some texturing on. I'm not good at graphical art in any way, but if something already has a texture in like a different color, it's not terribly difficult to, you know, try adjusting that to some other color. So what was the other one? So like path mark, for example. So if I look up mark, so you have your landmark and path mark, which are used for like your certain things in BuildCraft, I think it is, that automatically will build or copy a certain construction that you have saved on like a template or blueprint. And so like, oops, I didn't want to have this. Let me first get rid of these things. Alright, so I can turn that off. Okay, so yeah, the landmark here, just a sec. And to adjust my monitor. So yeah, the landmark here was a texture that was provided by this texture pack, but there's actually two others. There's one that looks just like the landmark, but is a green colored gem thing on top, and then there's a path mark, which is kind of the same thing, but like a more round texture at the top. And the path mark and that other green landmark type texture were not supplied, so they were invisible. And the original texture pack basically showed that the greenish version of the landmark I mean, all I needed to do was modify the top portion carefully. So I did that, and for some reason I'm not able to find it in the actual list of items in the game, so not sure exactly what it applies to, but maybe I'll find out later when I start using some of the things from BuildCraft. Pathmark, though, was just a modified version of that other one, and I just took it and shrunk the greenified crystal down after removing that like metal type of thing around the bottom of it, and I think it turned out alright, so yay for that. Anyway, I think I've straightened everything out here, so I'm gonna grab some things from around here first, and then we can get started. So the plan for today, I'm hoping to get some basic tech set up, just basic stuff, because I want to be able to do like any kind of doubling with the macerator. This might be a little loud, so I'll talk after. Yeah, so I want to be able to do just some kind of doubling with the macerator, not specifically for ores, but just anything in general. All of the sugarcane there is for Thaumcraft later. And yeah, I tidied a couple things up, including what was in my inventory. I put access to that crafting table. I should put access to the chest also, but right now I don't have that. But yeah, I added a couple more linking books just in case. So if I'm going to be doing Thaumcraft, and if I'm going to be needing a bunch of sugarcane for that, I'm thinking of actually bringing sugarcane to where I'm going to be spending most of my time so that I can, you know, have a decent sugarcane farm set up. I don't want these with me. Well, yeah, I'll actually start a chicken farm in that place too, just because I have plenty of eggs to do that. And it's easy enough. Just going to grab some fencing because I have extra. I don't have any extra ladders with me, so that's okay. Yeah, actually, I think I'll bring some stuff out there, but I'll do that more boring stuff between episodes, because I don't really need to spend time on here making the exact same stuff that everyone's made plenty of times. Field for wheat, sugarcane farm, chicken farm. Kind of pointless. I don't think I need more cactus, but I'll just bring some just in case. It's easy enough. I'll just throw them in a chest when I get there, and then we can actually work on what the plan was for this episode. Alright. So those... Yeah. Alright, so let's go. Check on my coke ovens. You can see the rubber trees have started growing a little bit. But nothing really happened here because this area, I don't think it stays loaded even if there's like a link book at the in a nearby chunk. So and since this is version 1.25 of Minecraft in the old Technic SSP mod pack, there's not many options for chunk loading. There's the world anchor, which is kind of expensive, I think, because you need to keep it supplied with, I think, like, what was it? Well, I'm not going to check, but you need to keep it supplied with something that's not, like, super cheap. So there's that, but there's also teleport pipes and some other advanced pipes, and those do keep their chunk loaded. So teleport pipes, for example, but they're expensive. Diamond gears to make teleport pipes. You make 8 of them, but it's still, you know, you're kind of gated behind diamonds, which is going to be okay once we get doubling set up, but right now, until then, I don't really want to deal with it. And I don't want too many things chunk loading at the same time, because it adds overhead, slows things down a little bit, or a lot if you're not careful. World Anchor requires just a couple diamonds to make one, but it has an upkeep cost in order to have it actually run and keep it loaded. So we'll not focus on that yet. So instead, I'm just going to focus on what dimensions am I going to spend most of my time in, which I'm planning on this one probably, just because it's, you know, always daytime. I don't have to worry about dealing with mobs at night if I don't want to. And it's generally safer biome, and it has loads of ores, and I'm going to be setting up my tech around that. And so with that in mind, I think setting those farms up in this area, and just like I already did here, having the rubber trees, having the coke ovens around here, I think that's a good plan for making sure that I'm maximizing their productivity. I'm going to make another chest just for my temporary stuff between episodes. Don't do that. That's not smart. There. Okay. And there's no water here, so I can't make an infinite water source. I'll do that after, between episodes, basically. Alright, so let me check quick what my plan was. So yeah, let's get started on IndustrialCraft, make a generator, kind of the first thing to start with, and then a macerator, battery box to keep some extra charge for the macerator between times that we use it, or to keep it charged for when we need the macerator, even if we're not powering the generator. And then making an extractor so we maximize what we get out of our rubber trees. And then we can work on getting some resources for the RedPower side of things, getting initial tech on that. Because I like the RedPower solar stuff, solar panels a little bit better. And hooking those directly up to some RedPower furnaces is a really convenient way to just automatically power stuff without a huge amount of resource investment. Alright, so IC2, the generator. What? Oh, that's why. Alright. I forget there's, what's it called? IC2, there's advanced machines in this mod pack, and I haven't touched these before, so I don't know all the details on the pneumatic generators or pneumatic stuff. So for now I'm just going to focus on generators. So to make a generator you use a machine block and a furnace. That's what my plan is, because I have a spare furnace. And the machine block is just 8 refined iron, which is just cooking iron. The RE battery though, it's kind of annoying when you try to use... I'm clicking on this, it's not going anywhere because it's a full battery, and that's not in here, so it doesn't look it up. So you have to actually look for battery and click on the one that doesn't have a charge. So copper cable, which is easy enough. Rubber, uninsulated copper cable, which is just copper. And then some redstone and tin. Yes? Alright. Okay. So let's get started on that. I'm gonna make a bunch of these. And by a bunch I mean just like a few, because they're expensive. Now if this was real life, I'd kind of be pissing my pants at having a bear right next to me, roaring. But here, not really anything to worry about, because apparently they're not hostile unless you attack them. Which, I think, that makes them neutral, not passive. Unless neutral and passive mean the same thing in Minecraft. Have to look that up. Alright, I'm gonna stop tidying. I can do that between episodes. Right. So... oh, there's birds in that tree. And I don't want to mess with that bear. So birds like picking out inside leaf blocks. Cool. Alright, I think I've gotten enough sticky resin. 8. And a sapling, I'll throw that down right away. So yeah, I think that should be enough. I wonder, it might only take 2 wooden planks to cook 3 resin. I'm keeping the rest of the resin in here actually. And I might have some actually in the chest upstairs. I forgot to pay attention earlier. Cool. Okay. Thought I heard you. Okay. Yeah, 2 is not enough, but maybe 2 and a stick might be enough. Either way. For the generator, I don't think we need more than just 1 and 2 redstone. And just cook up 10 of it while I'm at it. Alright, furnace, copper. I was debating between doing a whole ton of it, but since I'm getting ore doubling, there's not much reason to. Wow. Oh. That's fun. Alright. Battery, tin. Jeez, it sounds like the bear's dying. Alright. So while I'm waiting for that, machine block. 2 redstone, I'll make my wire. Actually, I needed 4, didn't I? What? Oh, goodness. Okay. Copper, tin, redstone. Generator. That should be it. Excuse me. Alright, so and by the way, my I've been dealing with a strained thumb, so trying to get my cursor lined up with things when my thumb to offset the mouse movement is kind of sore. It's difficult to get things lined up very carefully on my first try, so that's what's going on there. Alright, here's the generator. Now, next thing would be the macerator. Now that we've got a generator. That's 3 flint, another machine block, 2 cobblestone, which is easy. We've got the flint too. So the machine block would be another 8 iron, 6 copper wire, another iron, so 9 refined iron total. 2 redstone, 6 rubber, I have 2. So I'll start cooking this right away. I need 7 more refined iron. Let's see if 1 stick and 2 planks works. Because these have higher efficiency, so that might be all I need. Alright, iron, refined iron. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Macerator, electric circuit, 2 redstone. Redstone. I need 4 more rubber. I'm already working on that. 3 flint. I need more copper. What? Copper ore. Oh, they must be from different mod packs. Okay. Yeah, sure, I'll cook 4 more copper. I don't need that much, but while I'm testing the 1 stick, 2 planks thing, which worked actually with the rubber, so actually that's good to know. I only have 1 flint, so I need actually just 2 more, and I think there's a way to get flint outside of the rock crusher and outside of the macerator. Guess not. Okay, so I guess I will resort to the whole placing and breaking technique. I needed 6, right. So first I will work on that. Great. So I have those. Put that away. Grab that at least. And I had another furnace. Okay. Good to know. for when I make other generators. Gravel. Before I work on the gravel though, I'm going to start cooking more iron. There. Yeah, I've got plenty of iron. I'll just start 10 of it. Okay. Electronic circuit. 1 refined, 2 redstone. Alright, so I've got everything I need for that. Right. Electronic circuit is ready. And that thing died. Cool. Still need 7 refined iron. Well, 8 total. I have 1 here, so I need 7 more. I'll wait till I get a total of 10 so I can cook it all up at once. While I'm waiting, jeez, it's not very lucrative. Put 10 of that up. I might have more gravel in my other dimension, so I'm actually going to head over that way. In the overworld, I mean. While that starts cooking. Do I have any here? Sticky resin. And some more wood. Alright. So get some gravel, some flint rather. No flint. Most of this is charcoal, by the way. That's what happens when you have a big tree farm out back. No flint. I swore I had flint. Oh well. Easy to fix. Maybe I'll finally be able to eat my chicken too. Alright. Got at least 1 flint yet. 2. Alright, that's all I needed. Great, I've got 8. Wow. Actually that's perfect. So, machine block, some flint, cobblestone, electronic circuit, and machine block. Macerator, wonderful. So now I've got generator and macerator, some extra flint and sticky resin, which I'll put away. Iron ingot. Gravel. Right, marble. Now where do I want to start setting this up? I kind of like the idea of doing it underground. That's kind of what I usually do, but at the same time, this is a flat world. There is a lot of hostile there's the potential of hostile wildlife if I don't light it up properly. And I still have wisps and stuff flying around. Yeah, I'll do it a little bit underground. That's over there, so that would actually become an issue if I tried building that way, because it's underneath those eldritch monuments. The blocks they're made of at the bottom are indestructible. Well, you can break them if you're like cheating, but otherwise they're indestructible, and so it's and oh great, 10 swords. Sorry, but yeah, they're indestructible, so if I wanted to actually build that way in any kind of like if I didn't plan it out properly, I would end up running into that and having to build around it or something, which might be neat, I guess, to have a piece of indestructible eldritch monument in my base. Oh great. Anyway, so, and for anyone who doesn't know, that's something that happens, I guess, with nether ores, which are the ones here. I haven't figured out what specifically triggers it, or if it's just a random chance that you just walk away from, or casually start burning without caring, but in any case, that's how I deal with it. Alright. So I don't want to be too far underground, because I don't want to have to run wire very far if I want to get to the surface or do something solar or something. Okay. So I'm going to do it here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks below. Macerator, generator. I'll start with the generator in the middle, just so I don't have to run any wiring at the start, and then throw the macerator to a side of it, because it'll pass the electricity through if you're not familiar. Right, so grab some coal. Power up the macerator. Awesome. Do a little test here with some nether ore. So this should give me a total of 4 tin ores. And then putting those back in, I should get a total of 8 tin dust. So I'm excited about that potential. What else? Oh, right. And if that works properly, then I'll do another diamond next, and then I can actually get things going here. Cool. How much are upgrades for this? Overclocker upgrade is the one I want. Coolant cell, which requires an extractor, and a water cell, which is easy. Just craft an empty cell, fill it in your inventory, and then extract that into a coolant cell. You need 3 of those and just a simple electronic circuit to make an overclocker upgrade. And I would want a few overclocker upgrades eventually on my macerator or whatever, just so it's more convenient. But I suppose there's enough for me to focus on that I could just walk away and come back when I need whatever. So there's that. So 22 diamonds coming right up. Sweet. So that's a big success right there, or a big step forward. So get rid of that. Sort some of these things out. Wow, I got all of that when I was digging this little pocket. That is wild. Bunch of lapis, bunch of gold. Did the gold right away too. Well, not right away, I guess, because this is slow, but still 4 diamonds already. It's pretty sweet. Cool. Extractor, right. Do I want a battery box first? A bat box. 3 batteries and cable. And each battery, so 3 of them would be 12 tin, or 6 tin ore, put through the macerator here. Ore. After this one, then I'll just do the tin ore next. Okay. So be 12 tin after that, and then cooking it down. 6 redstone, 3 copper cables. Wait a second. Oh, never mind. Yeah, this is pretty slow actually, but I'm not going to take the time just yet to make upgrades for it. So 3 copper cables. Sticky resin. Actually, I'll make another one just because. It only costs 1 stick. Great. Alright, so get these out of the way. 3 copper cables. Easy. 6 redstone, 12 tin. I don't have enough redstone. It's an easy fix though. Because I have redstone ore. Actually, that'll only give me... Oh wait, wow. Oh my god. You get 6 from smelting another redstone ore. Macerating it, I guess you also get 6. Wow, 6. That's wild. I mean, you gotta remember, this is Minecraft 1.2.5. And even though you do get multiple, it's still kind of surprising to me, because you only get 1 diamond from a diamond ore. So, wow, I'm getting a load of redstone from those. Great. So I needed a total of 6, and I've got that. I'm going to start cooking my tin dust here. I wonder if one stick and one plank is enough. It should be actually, because a stick and a plank normally cooks 2 anyway. So that's actually overkill. While I'm not cooking or macerating anything else, I'm gonna do these diamonds again. Great. Put those away. Right. Generator. That's not what I'm looking for. Battery box. That box. RE batteries. So 6 redstone, 12 tin, and 3 copper cables. Almost ready. And beyond those, 1 more copper cable. And 5 planks. Okay, great. So I'm going to make those batteries now. And that goes on top, then you've got your row of those, and 5 of these. So I've got everything I need now. Awesome. That box. Alright. Kind of trying to rethink this a little bit. I'll figure that out later. For now, I'll just store the bat box in here. Extractor. Machine block, electronic circuit. So that's another 3 copper, 6 rubber, 9 refined iron. There's some slimes hopping above me. That's a lot of slimes, oh my god. I'll let them just, you know, do their thing. Right, so... And I've got extra tree taps. Awesome. Perfect. But I do need more rubber to be made. This won't get me enough without the extractor yet, so... Yeah. I mean, I'll start cooking these. And I'll start macerating this gold. Wow, sorry. I'm slow, I guess. Today. Put the diamond away first before I do anything stupid. Hi guys. Wow. Alright, the big ones are gone. I don't have to worry about the other ones. I will take the experience though. Is that snake attacking me or them? Wow. Yeah, this is wild, and this is without taint. Like you don't even know how bad the place was getting, like how many seriously threatening creatures were being spawned by taint infection nearby. And I'm really hoping that doesn't happen here if I get established in this dimension. But if it does, I should be able to pick up a lot of my stuff and move it without worrying about what happens to the dimension, because I'll leave it behind and go somewhere else. That's my plan for that anyway. So, thank goodness for Mistcraft in this mod pack. Really saves the day. If you're using it. which I didn't know anything about it before in my last attempt at this mod pack, so bad things happened. Alright. Let's see here. Got 8. Right. So I'm going to cook a few of these up. How many do I need? I'd rather not waste them, even though I probably don't even have to worry about resources or anything. 6 and... yeah, that's it. I have none. Except... I've got 3. Okay. So I'll cook another 3. Save the other 6. What else? 4 of those in a machine block. I only have 1 iron ingot. And 3 refined, so I need 2 more iron. I'll just cook 3 because it's a little more efficient. I'm being silly. And actually, since I'm going to have an extractor, I could actually work on making those upgrades to speed that up. But at the moment, I'm not going to focus on that. I don't want to waste time. Alright, got 3 of those. I need more copper. Right. Iron. It's kind of silly, I'm micromanaging my fuels with the iron furnace when I could just be throwing a bunch of charcoal in it. Not really worrying about it at all, because there's just an unlimited supply of that once you actually put a little bit of time into it up front. But, oh well. How's this doing? Copper needs to be cooked. Put the gold dust away. Put that away. Right. Oh, I do need to cook the iron ingot again. Nice. Alright, 8 refined iron. And... oh, what? Oh, that's right. They're from a different mod pack. That should be okay though. Hopefully the recipe accepts all of them. And it does. Alright, 1 more refined iron actually. Yeah. So machine block. Make the electronic circuit. Done. Extractor, 4 tree taps. Electronic circuit. Done. Awesome. Put that away. Right. So my extractor, I'll just stick it over here. Let that get some charge. I do need coal, so I'm going to grind that up next. So many. I'm really hoping this place isn't like getting worse the longer I spend here, because that would be quite bad. Alright. Oh my god. I almost didn't see that snake. You have to kind of figure out where that hitbox is over practicing with a few tries of killing them. Because, yeah. Because the snake being so long, but it really only occupies one block space. So wherever it starts pivoting is where its block space is. Alright, I'm going to grab some more rubber here. Or tree sap. Resin. 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 And with the extractor, yep, you get 3 for each one, so that'll be really nice. You can make sticky dynamite. That'll be fun. Nice. Oh, why am I worrying about coal when I have all that happening? Alright, extract this into resin. Awesome. Cool. So let me check something quick here. Alright, so I want to get some diamonds and some silver. Well, actually I've got diamonds. I want to get some nickelite, which I don't have any yet, and some silver. Once this finishes here, then I'll have at least a little bit of silver. And by the way, for anyone not familiar, I don't know how to pronounce this item, but in RedPower, there's a weapon that uses 1 silver ingot and 1 stick. It's called an athame or athame or whatever. I'll just call it an athame. And basically it does like no damage to anything except for Enderman. And Enderman, it does a lot of damage. It takes like 2 hits with one of these. I think you have to crit with those hits, but still it takes 2 hits to kill the Enderman instead of like a lot more. So So it's pretty nice having one of these with you wherever you go, because, well, unlike normal Minecraft, especially more modern Minecraft, back in Minecraft 1.2.5, Endermen were not very easy to locate. Even, like, I mean, in the desert you can find them still, but when you're playing in this mod pack specifically, you have all of the Mo Creatures mods, and those actually take the place of some of the, I want to call them slots or whatever. Basically, there's a maximum number of mods that can spawn, mobs, sorry, that can spawn in any space, any area. There's a configuration for that, but regardless of whatever it's set to, a percentage of that, there's only a percent chance that what is allowed to spawn ends up being an Enderman, and it's not going to guarantee that Enderman will occupy that. The Endermen are going to show up that many times. It's still a chance that they will or won't. But since there are so many other mobs that Mo Creatures adds, it actually interferes with how frequently you'll find Endermen around. Same thing happened with squids. And the only way I was able to get black ink was by adjusting the frequency of some basically adjusting some settings in the Mo Creatures config, in order to allow some vanilla mobs like squid to stick around, and they're still only able to be found in certain areas like the ocean biome, and you have to be pretty careful about finding them. An ostrich egg. These are going to attack me. Yeah. Or make another egg. Awesome. Sorry, got distracted there. Hello. Cool. But, yeah, so that was another reason why it was nice to have my base set up in an ocean biome, in this second attempt at playing this mod pack, because I was actually able to find squids, without taking a huge amount of time to find them, and I only found enough nearby, that I only have a few ink sacs. So they're not very common compared to like vanilla Minecraft squid frequency. So that was kind of disappointing to figure out, but at least I was able to get the things that I needed set up right in this next playthrough of this mod pack, so that I was able to use Mistcraft, for example, which does require ink, even in Minecraft 1.2.5. In more modern Mistcraft, I believe everything you do in that requires ink, like every book you make, which is different from modern Minecraft, or old Minecraft in this mod pack, where you only really need ink to set up your writing table. If that, I might be wrong about that even. But Thaumcraft also requires the ink for something, I think, to set up its own initial table. This thing here, Crazitum, requires ink. So I haven't really found much of a need for ink in this old version of Minecraft, with the Technic SSP mod pack, but it was still hard enough to find squid that I needed to make those config changes to get it to happen. Alright, I'll put those away in a bit. Coal and silver dust. Collect those. I'm going to put the bat box where the generator is, just so I can actually start building up some stored power. I forget how this works. So, alright, and I've got green here. Wrench. Now this is a problem, because with the texture changes, I'm not sure. I'd have to remember the recipe. I think this one is the red power one, And then this one with the gear is the BuildCraft one. Wait, bronze. This might actually be... No, the RedPower one is actually a screwdriver. Okay, so yeah, this would be, since there's no forestry in here, this one would probably be the IndustrialCraft. This one with the gear would be the BuildCraft. But regardless, this should face whatever direction. Since I placed it this way, green is on my side, yellow is on top and bottom, probably the other sides too. So the green is probably the output. Wait. Input. So I want to have the green on the bottom. To do that, I have to put a block there. If I don't want to make a wrench, which I don't right now. Alright. So, wow, the green is still facing me. What? There, okay. So that should work if I put the generator here and start powering it. Power level 0. Yeah, that's not working. So the green must be the output. So maybe I'm doing that wrong. I guess I'll do it slightly differently and use... I thought the bat box... Oh no, I'm thinking of transformers. Transformers work a little bit differently from the storage units, like the bat box. So with the bat box, all the sides except one are inputs to the bat box, and only one side allows power to leave. So I'm actually going to put a wire coming out of the bat box. How do I want to do this? I mean, I'll let it be ugly and then I'll tidy it up later. How much wire do I have? Just one copper wire. And how much is a transformer? Oh, that's not terrible. So the transformer takes the power from one side and outputs it on all 5 other sides. If you're stepping down, and I won't get into the details on that. It's been a little while, so I'm fuzzy anyway, if it wasn't obvious. But this would allow me to... Well, first I'm just going to start cooking some copper. And now that I've got my ore doubling, I don't really need to take the time to do any of that powering or anything. Yeah, that should work. Okay. So I have 12 rubber. LV transformer. Need 2 copper cables, 3 copper. Okay. Third copper. Alright. And 4 planks. Okay. Forgot to insulate this. Okay. So before I power anything, I want to make sure I get my sides set up properly on here. So first I'm actually just going to test something out here. Alright, so I've got green on all the sides, and then the side facing me as I place it, facing opposite from where I clicked to place it, that will be the side that accepts the power from a higher voltage, potentially. I'm not going to use a higher voltage, I'm just going to connect things to that side from the bat box, for example. Alright, so this is the direction I want it to be. So I will face up as I place it. Transformer. Alright, and then I'll put the bat box here. And just to test again, green there, and then all the other sides accept the power. So just to test this out. Yeah, so green is on the side facing the transformer. Transformer is accepting from that same side and transmitting to the things on the sides of it. And so all sides of this bottom one, which is the bat box, all sides that are exposed will be able to accept power from those blocks, like this generator, which I'm going to place here, for example. Lovely. More stuff. I'll dig that out later. Alright. Get rid of that. Generator. Okay, so the generator... If I put it there, though, it's going to be transmitting power directly into this, which isn't terrible, actually. It just bypasses the bat box. But sure, let's do that. So, cooking the coal. Awesome, it's powering the bat box. And these have full power coming through that transformer. So that worked, nice. Sorry for how long it took. It's been a little while since I've done that. Awesome. Now what do I want to macerate? I suppose I'll macerate this right away. But now that I have that set up, I can macerate a bunch more stuff while I walk away and do other stuff. I'm being silly. Don't do this. Alright, so get rid of those, put these. Should get me a full stack of 64 iron dust. Rubber. That's gold. That's resin. I'll let that work while I do other things. What time is it? Alright, so in a few minutes going to wrap this up. I think it was a pretty successful episode. Didn't get into red power just yet, but we've got ore doubling set up. We have power storage from the generator. We have the extractor set up to maximize our rubber production. And actually, I just remembered, even better, rubber wood in the extractor will give you rubber. Just one rubber, not 3, but it's still a lot of rubber. So since I have that wood, I'm just going to do that. And since there's not much need for uninsulated copper wire just yet, I'm going to insulate it while I'm doing this. Tree tap. I'll use that up after. After wrapping up this episode. Put this away. An electric furnace would make sense to do. I prefer to do that if I get into, where's the electric furnace? Powered furnace. No, that's from something else, thermal expansion mod that I'm not really going to touch just yet. There's also oh, I totally forgot. So yeah, before I get too much further, now that I have this basic tech stuff set up, I definitely want to start working on Thaumcraft. And the reason for that is the arcane furnace, if I remember right, it has the potential to give you, to basically double the output of whatever you're cooking, whatever it is. So you could be using nether ore and macerating that to get 2 regular ores, and then macerating those to get 4 dusts of that ore, and then cooking those in a thaumic, like arcane furnace. So you would have 4 regular, like iron ore dust from that 1 nether iron ore, and you might get a total, I mean if you're lucky, you might get a total of 8 iron ingot from all of that, which is, you're basically getting 8 times, whoa, what is that? Oh, that's, okay, sorry, I saw on the minimap something like leaving a trail behind it, and it was scary. But yeah, so that would be a great direction to go next. There's also these red matter and dark matter furnaces from Equivalence Exchange 2. I don't want to touch those yet. I might not ever use them, but like Equivalence Exchange 2 has those, and it basically allows you to have super fast and super efficient, low cost cooking of everything. It's a really like end gamey item or block, and it kind of ruins trying to progress in the other tech trees if that's what your goal is, and that's my goal. So instead, I'm going to be looking into the RedPower side of things next, at least until I can get far enough in Thaumcraft to make something like Arcane Furnace, which I don't think requires much work. I just haven't tried to do it yet. I haven't figured out the details just on how to do that stuff yet. But in RedPower you have your blue electric items. Not very many blue electric items, especially in this old version. But the blue electric furnace, from experience, it's pretty efficient and quick. So I would like to get the blue electric furnace and then the blue electric alloy furnace. I mean, they just take a lot of clay, and you need to be far enough along in RedPower to have your alloy furnace and nickelite and silver, so you get your blue alloys. Easy. And the alloy furnace is again just clay. So once I collect that clay and get some nickelite, then I'll be able to make the blue electric furnace and blue electric alloy furnace, as well as a solar panel for that, and maybe storage of that solar power in case it's raining. And then I won't have to worry about throwing coal into something in order to cook it. I'll just throw my items in, they'll cook up really quick. I might have like, I want to say maybe 4 of them set up, and then just split up my stacks of what I want to cook, and they'll be done before I know it. So that's my goal. Almost out of coal here, that's okay. Nice. And so yeah, that's going really well. Okay, so I'm going to wrap up the episode there, clean a few things up, set up that initial wheat and sugarcane, etc. in this area, and then in the next episode we'll get started on some RedPower stuff, and maybe Thaumcraft. Alright, it's been fun. I'll see you guys next time.